on the planet. Some of the best players on the planet are going to be playing in this game, and it is the BBB Championship. It is called the Big Baller Brand All-American Game. It will feature some of the top high school athletes in the country. It's at the Orleans Arena. It's this Sunday, March 31st at 3 p.m., and the guy in charge of it, we got on the line with us right now. It is LaVar Ball. Mr. Ball, I appreciate you taking some time.
Hey, how you doing there?
Doing good. Thanks for joining us. I appreciate it. So first of all, talk to me a little bit about why you chose Las Vegas and to have this game at the Orleans Arena.
I chose Las Vegas. A lot of people like to come here, and it's just very short. And instead of going to, let's say, Chicago or Atlanta, Georgia, I ain't saying nothing wrong with that, but Las Vegas is live. Always been.
Las Vegas is very live.
That is very true, LaVar. Talk to me a little bit about, when you decided to put this game. I would imagine this game will be a yearly game. Is that fair to say?
It's definitely going to be a yearly game.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I want to give these youngsters a platform to display their talents in front of a lot of people. You have these other games, and people try to make the media like, oh, LaVar just made this for his son. But let me ask you this. Who wouldn't want to make a game for their son?
That's true.
If it was just about Melo, I wouldn't do it again. If any father had the access to make a game for his son, trust and believe he would do that, because a parent would do anything for their son.
I want to ask you a little bit about that. You talk about how great of course Lonzo's doing as a professional NBA basketball player, and you hear all these people that criticize you, right? And yet you seem to be doing a pretty good job with your kids. They seem to be very successful. You're obviously very successful. How annoying is that for you when people don't know the real story and they want to criticize you?
How annoying is it? It's not annoying at all.
Really?
On the fact that I know what my family's about and I know what I'm about.
Mm-hmm.
So long as we're true with ourselves, it doesn't matter when people try to create the narratives on the outside, not knowing everything. If it annoyed me, I wouldn't get no rest and no sleep. I'm not worried about what everything.
No, I understand that. Do you think in a way that negative press is still positive press because it gets your brand out there, your name out there, and in a way turns it into a positive for you and your family? Is that a fair statement?
Well, it's definitely a positive on the fact that I created the brand for the family.
Right.
It's a family brand.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
When you think about family first, how can you go wrong?
No, that's fair. That's true. If you're just joining us, LaVar Ball got the Big Baller Brand All-American Game. It's going to be Sunday, 3 p.m. Tickets available at the Orleans Arena. So for people, LaVar, that are thinking of going to this game, that are thinking of purchasing tickets, speak to them right now. Why should they go to this game on Sunday?
You should come to this game because it's going to be the most exciting high school all-star game ever. Trust and believe that. These are some talented guys, some of the most talented in the country.
LaVar,
like I told them before, you're not the second choice of McDonald's All-American. You're the first choice of Big Baller Brand.
I like that. Is there a dunk contest?
Say again?
Is there a dunk contest?
Yes, there's going to be a dunk contest and a three-point shooting contest.
Do you have any idea how much the tickets are?
The tickets are... The price?
Yeah, what's the price for people that want to go to this game on Sunday?
Yes, they range. The ticket prices range from $15 to $50.
Okay, so that's a reasonable price. I mean, you look at show tickets, they're about 5 times more. So that's a very reasonable price to go to this game.
Right.
Yeah, no question about that. If you're just joining us, LaVar Ball, big game on Sunday at the Orleans. Okay, so let's just talk the overall spectrum. I know you don't want to talk about the LA Lakers and that whole situation, and I understand that.
Talk about anything you want to talk about.
Is that okay? Okay, so
I'm going to say exactly how I feel.
I love it. Okay, LaVar.
That's very reasonable.
Now that LaVar, I appreciate that. Okay, so I just heard a story that Tyronn Lue gave a phone call to Walton saying that the Lakers have not reached out to Tyronn Lue. I would imagine you would probably agree that Walton is not going to be the Lakers coach next year. Who would you want the coach to be?
I already told you who I want the coach to be. I said you got a guy sitting right next to you. His name is Brian Shaw.
Mm-hmm.
He already knows the team.
Mm-hmm.
He already knows the team. Usually the best coach is always the assistant that's sitting right next to him. And they have all the answers, but they're not going to tell the head coach, because when he leaves, they're going to have their own thing going on.
So when you
think, when it was with Cleveland, that dude Black, Tyronn Lue knew all the answers. But
right.
He waited for him to leave. He wasn't going to give him all the answers to the test and let him stay in front.
Were you against Luke Walton from the beginning? And tell us why. You have not.
I wasn't against Luke Walton from the beginning. I'm not against anybody from the beginning.
Right.
On the fact that I see how you do it, and that's why relate to how I react. If you subbing my son in and out, no matter what, bring him in the first 6 minutes, take him out the next 6 minutes, bring him in after the second half, start in the third quarter, and don't start in the fourth quarter. None of that's right to my son. How do you put him in the corner?
Right.
Lonzo's thing is making everybody better. How you make somebody better? You catch the ball, go to the corner.
Fair enough.
So like I said, I weigh things like that, and I'm like, man, let Lonzo do what he does, which is win.
Right.
Which is win.
He also plays outstanding defense. In fact, I think he's probably a top 2 defensive point guard in the league right now. He shut down Curry on multiple occasions as well as Russell Westbrook. And after he was hurt, you notice that the Lakers went from, I think, top 5 in defensive efficiency to number 28. I would actually argue, LaVar, that Lonzo is more valuable to the Lakers than LeBron at this point.
Oh, you don't need that. I already know. I know he's more valuable than LeBron. And just like when they asked me, they said, is Lonzo better than LeBron? He's 21 years old. If he ain't better than LeBron, he need to work on his game. How you going to be 21 and you ain't better than the guy on the end of his career?
Can you, LaVar, I don't disagree with you. Can you confirm or deny that did Magic Johnson actually reach out to you, and did you have a conversation with him, and did he tell you to, quote, tone it down? Can you get rid of the rumors now, LaVar?
Let me tell you this. Can't nobody in life tell me to quiet down. I'm a grown man. I do exactly what I want to do. He never did that, but the media tries to make it sound like, oh, he told LaVar to be quiet. He ain't did this. You know why people say, we didn't hear about LaVar in the second season? You know why? Because I'm running my own league, the JBA, and I'm across the water. I'm loud as hell in Russia, France, London, Spain. It's because they local.
All right.
I'm global.
2 questions. Would LaMelo ever consider UNLV?
Would Melo ever consider UNLV?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Why would you say that? Not that I blame you.
Because we're doing something else.
Right.
That makes sense.
We're doing something else. I ain't going to lie to you and be like, you know what? He just might.
I can totally. And second question, should the Lakers trade LeBron James?
Should the Lakers trade LeBron James? I'm only going to say, like I told you, you can get the best players in the world on that team. But if you don't have a good coach, guess what? Forget about trading LeBron, trade that coach.
Yeah, no, that's certainly a fair statement.
In the world, but if you don't have nobody leading them right, no coach that everybody respects, guess what? You can't. You're not going to do anything.
I will say this, LaVar, and here's where I definitely agree with you: is that when I almost called him Bill, when Luke Walton calls a timeout, LeBron James, the one coach he talks to is Brian Shaw. He talks to Brian Shaw. Right. He does not talk to Luke Walton, and I think that speaks. Exactly. And I think that speaks volumes at what's going on there, within that organization right now. So that, in that aspect, I agree with you, and I think Walton's gone. He's gone. Is there any chance he comes back, LaVar? I don't think there is.
No, he's not coming back. Let's be real about this.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. I don't disagree.
Bye, Luke.
Sometimes, man, in this business right here.
Bye, Felicia.
You got to be ready for anything that's shaky. And everybody can be like, yeah. And I'll give you an example. I'll give you a couple of them. The Clippers. Blake Griffin, you our guy. Let's give you this big contract. We ain't going to never, ever trade you, man. You baby.
Right.
Go on to Detroit, boy. So long. You the face of the franchise for the Lakers, man.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what. You can get in there with Brandon Ingram, Kuzma, and we trade all y'all. Anthony Davis.
What do you think about Alfred?
I told my son he's a centerpiece and all that. Hey, what?
What did you think about Steve Alfred's?
What do I think about who?
Steve Alfred's firing. What did you think about that? Steve Alfred.
He was going to get fired. Yeah. The whole thing was going to crumble once you didn't finish your deal with Jello.
Right. No, it's fair enough.
You're supposed to back Jello. And now I told him, when there ain't no ball boy at UCLA, yeah, go from shit to shit.
LaVar, is Lonzo's injury lingering, or is it kind of taken care of at this point?
Is Lonzo's injury lingering?
Yes.
It's a bone bruise. Those things don't heal in 4 to 6 weeks, like they tell you.
How many years do you think it'll be before your son Lonzo wins an NBA championship?
How many years?
Yeah, how many years do you think it'll take?
Under 7.
Under 7. What do you think is his biggest weakness at this point?
What is his weakness?
Yeah. What do you think is his biggest weakness that he needs to improve upon?
First of all, if I ever told you about my son's weakness, it would be good. I'm not going to publicize that. Y'all figure it out.
Okay.
It's like everybody telling Superman when kryptonite kills him.
That's
like
true.
Walking around with something out in your pocket. You don't tell nobody your weakness.
No, you're right.
Figure them out.
That's fair. Look, I'm
So
going to
I wouldn't say
yeah.
that. But I'll tell you this. Lonzo does the best. Like I said, whoever coach believes in my son, getting the keys to it, let him do what he does, has been very successful.
Well, no
From
doubt.
high school to Steve Alford gave the keys, he's successful.
LaVar,
Now,
do you think
don't
that
give him the keys, you don't believe in him like that.
right? LaVar, do you think that Lonzo is the best defensive point guard in the NBA?
Who do I think is the best point guard in the NBA?
No, the best defensive point guard. Do you think it's Lonzo?
People are, hey, y'all gotta be quiet. That's why I came out here. I'm ready to be. Hey, say that again.
Do you think that your son is the best defensive point guard in the NBA?
Oh yes, of course. Mm-hmm. Why? Because he got good instincts when it comes to stealing that ball. Mm-hmm. He's the only one that can block like he does. If you look, he's the only one to get these steals. It's very easy for him to get 5 and 10 steals a game, playing the whole game.
And he's very, very long as well.
Yes, but here's the thing. We've always pressed and trapped ever since he played as a baby.
Yeah.
Press, trap. So you pick up these tendencies and know where that ball is going because you gambling so much.
I have to say, LaVar, when you went on Colin Cowherd, and I know Colin, he used to work here in Vegas, and you went on that show and you told his co-host news anchor to stay in your lane, and that got such huge publicity. And by the way,
stay in your lane, bitch.
I'm not a big fan of hers. I don't think she knows anything about
Christine, he raped me, lady.
She's butting into your conversation with Colin. I thought you were actually in the right in that conversation.
I was definitely in the right.
Yeah, were you surprised?
I'm not surprised. Ain't it better to tell somebody to stay in their lane? What happens when you don't stay in your lane? You get in a crash. So stay in your lane and don't come over here and crash.
That's true. No, that's true.
Nobody likes car wrecks.
Stay in your lane. If you make stay in your lane, it seems like it was something bad.
But are you?
What if I said something crazy? Like after you crazy looking.
No, you can't do that. No, you can't do that.
I kept it nice and simple. Or I could have did it. I just gotta suffer the consequences.
Yeah, no, and I understand that.
This is what I tell people. You can do whatever you want in life. You can say whatever you want. You just got to suffer the consequences, whether they be good or bad. But you can do it.
Why is it that you think that there are so many members of the media and maybe some fans out there that don't like you because you're so outspoken and you just tell it like it is? Now, for somebody like me from New York, I appreciate that. I appreciate you for sticking up for your kids, for doing what you think is best for your kids, and you seem to be a very good father. I've never had a problem with you, and I think you're actually quite entertaining to listen to. Why is it you think there are so many people out there that feel otherwise?
Why?
Yeah.
Oh, of course. Everybody knows. Negativity fails.
Yeah.
How many people be saying, oh, LaVar is a great father? Well, we want to interview him. LaVar is a jackass. That's the one we want to interview. Bring him to the board. You got to create some controversy.
Yeah.
Man, if everything is happening good for me, nobody wants to read the news.
Yeah. Fair enough. LaVar, did we lose you? You still there? Uh-oh, did we lose LaVar? I think we might have lost LaVar. He might be on a bad phone line. I don't know.
Y'all hear Big Baller, man. He gonna be the same man he is. Do the good, do the bad, man. The man don't fold. That's something some of y'all people need to learn. Don't fold. Be who you are. Stop folding. Like I said in my last video, for all these people on Twitter saying this, saying that, talk about the dad, y'all wasn't even cool with Lonzo like that. It wasn't for him. Something kind of go wrong. Y'all sell out when he the one that got deceived. But anyway, thanks for listening to this interview. I'm going to share this for you guys. Big Baller going to be Big Baller regardless. Facts.